guys. Hey, can we see house lights for a second? Somebody with a magic machine? I want to do my favorite part of these. Let there be. I can kind of see. Whose first time?
I don't believe you.
So those whose, yes. Wait, first time. Which means to all you regulars, we're turning them.
Okay, now get rid of the lights. I'm just kidding. We love this is awesome.
Standing, God, great. Thanks, guys. And thanks for missing. I think you're all nuts, but thanks for missing opening Sunday.
NFL, yeah.
Come see Jensen and I will try not to ruin any scores for y'all. Please try not to ruin any scores for me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get some questions. Hi. Don't be. This is all a big family. There is never a time in your life where you're not, or where you're safer than you are right now. You're amongst family and friends. No nerves here.
I know you guys are really close offset, so I was wondering if you felt more like brothers offset than you think family.
You know what? I feel is about you kind of create your own family. You know? So it's not that people born without a sibling, or people who aren't in a relationship, or people who don't know, or whatever it is. It's not that they can't have the same joy Sam and Dean have, and the same reliance, and the same compassion and loyalty for somebody and from somebody. So I certainly do feel like this shorty behind me. Well, now he's behind me. I guess he was kind of cool. So yeah, a little bit. Get a little teary.
Well, what do they say? Your friends are the family you chose? Yeah. And your family is just, well, you didn't have a choice.
Thank you, and welcome to your new brothers.
I'm going to move Rob's mic down so I can actually see you. Actually, that's probably perfect height for him. Look, I always get the short shorts with virtue, so you know, I can wear that too.
Don't make me get Master Chow. My boxing.
You need like a big mustache that twirls up.
Yeah, like 1930. And goodbye.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Edit.
Sorry, Rob, interrupted you. What were you saying?
I'm so nervous right now. This is surreal. There was a time that I didn't think I was actually going to make it to my 21st birthday. And now this happened, and I'm meeting you.
Well, happy 21.
Happy birthday.
And we're happy to meet you. So.
Yeah, I wanted to know, because I pull a lot of pranks myself. I'm very good at that. I wanted to know what practical joke or prank you both are like most proud of. And what's the story behind that?
Well, I'll tell a funny story, because outside of the show actually, but I am a bit of a prankster. And this last weekend, 2 weekends ago, my wife and I pulled a prank on a friend in Austin, and she had some stuff that started going missing from her house, from her garage, a rake, shovels and tools. And so she thought it was maybe like the gate, the guy who was fixing the gate, like, being kind of suspicious. So my wife and I decided to steal her lawn furniture. And we thought it was hilarious. So here we are driving by, and we're like, we can do it. We can fit the patio furniture in the back of the car. And so I get out, and I get the thing, and I put it in the back of the car. She has like a chopping block on her patio, so I've got the chopping block, and we're the whole time giggling, just killing ourselves laughing. And then we start to drive away, and immediately my wife texts her friend Virginia and says, "Hey Virginia, anything else go missing lately?" Like, we're not trying to scare the girl, we're just trying to like have a fun time, pull a prank. And Virginia's like, "Oh, I'll tell you tomorrow. Like, it's such a funny, crazy story. Y'all have a fun night." You know, like, it's not like she doesn't know, and we're like, "Okay, maybe she didn't go out to her front yard." And so we're like, whatever, we'll set up the patio furniture at our house, so when she comes over the next day, Monday, she'll walk in and be like, "Oh, the craziest." And so we have it all in our head. We have like a glass of wine sitting on her chopping block. And so the next day we call her, and we're like, "Hey, are we still on for 1 o'clock? And she goes, "No, I don't think so. Jason's flying in." Jason's her boyfriend from San Francisco. We're in Austin. We're like, "Oh, Jason's flying in. I didn't realize he was flying in." And she's like, "Well, he wasn't, but I got robbed last night."
Just a hat, guys.
You got robbed? And she's like, "Yes, the police are involved. They had a neighborhood watch meeting. For those of you who don't know Texas, all the neighbors are like, 'I got a gun.'" Yeah, which I love, but I don't want to get shot. And so we're like, "Virginia, This is my wife talking to her. Had it been me on the phone, I'd be like, "Oh shit, that sucks."
I'm gonna drive out to the river and just dump it all.
You better believe it, but my wife cannot tell a lie, and she's like, "Virginia, I did it. Jeremy, I did it." I was like, "I gotta go." They're better now. There's not a warrant for my arrest. That is the most recent prank in my life. All-time fail.
Backfire.
What about you, Jensen?
Gosh, I don't know. I was trying to think of something that we've done on the show, but it's, it really just all has to do with Misha, as I'm sure you've heard.
Yeah, we heard one of Jared put in a scene. He put a picture of a naked man on the
That wasn't Misha, that was Gil.
And he just died.
That was Gil. That was Gil. Gil.
Anytime there's a
So
scene
regularly,
where
so
we have
I don't
to
care.
type in a computer
And we have access to the internet. For some reason, I don't know why they haven't figured out that if you give us access to the internet, things are going to go south. It's not going to be good.
Remember with Adam Rose in the Gollum episode, and I was supposed to show him something we kept on drawing?
Yes.
I'm sure Adam will tell you.
I'm sure Adam told you.
Anytime we have to like write something down, an address, or show something on the computer, it usually resembles
Something obscene.
rarely
Or at least it says something that whatever could break the person across from us. And so that's generally, and it's not stuff that necessarily needs a whole lot of thought. It's really kind of spur of the moment stuff that we do, and that's kind of how we make things fun on set and fun at work. So,
fun for us.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome.
I won't be stealing any lawn furniture anytime soon.
Good.
Yeah.
Good thing I don't have any.
Yeah, there you go.
Happy 21st.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi. What scene was most fun to film in season 9?
Season 9?
Yeah.
Hello? What do y'all think was the most fun? I don't know. What were our fun ones? Dog Dean was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Which other one? What were the funny ones? Dog Dean? That was in season 9.
Yeah, the LARP of the Rail Girl was pretty
Was that season 9?
That was 8. No, that was 8.
Okay. Dog Dean was fun. Yelling at the mailman was fun.
Yeah, I think Dog Dean was probably. Which one was the most fun? That's a good question. Was that
I know. I know the one with
donuts? Yes.
Yes.
That
Actually,
was it.
better than what I was going to say.
She went.
You win.
Donuts.
Donuts. In
And-
fact, there's a little.
Do it. We won't get in trouble.
No.
No, it's out. We saw it.
What?
The gag reel. We saw the gag reel already.
Do it.
So what?
The gag reel?
The gag reel?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. No, let's not do anything else.
Why not?
Because.
Please! I don't know what it is.
What's already leaked? No, that's not what we're talking about. Talking about something that hasn't happened yet.
Something that hasn't happened yet.
But now I'm not going to tell you.
You know what? I'm just going to say this. That donut scene was my favorite to be in, and I sure hope she comes back.
That being said, that donut scene was, so I guess if you guys saw the outtake from that, he could not keep a straight face
Right?
at all. And so in my coverage, when I'm actually eating the donut, you might be able to go back and see his shoulder bouncing. But meanwhile, she and I were just stone-faced. And I was like, she is not going to break. She's not going to, she is really holding it together well. I'm going to go really big on this next fight. I'm going to go outrageously, obnoxiously large with this. And then finally, just a little hint, she's like, it's too much, it's too much. And that gave me such gratification. I really enjoyed that scene.
How many donuts did you go through?
You know what?
I went through probably what, half a dozen? Probably 5 or 6 donuts. And I don't really eat donuts. Not because I don't like them. So it was a nice excuse to be gluttonous that day.
It was. And you asked season 9, but I'm going to say one of my favorite scenes in season 8 to film was Interior Country Church night with Sam and Dean. Sam, you said good people had to die for a better good, Dean.
I know, but now you know.
Look at it. Look how close we are. Other people are going to die if I don't do this.
No, think about it. What we know now, pulling souls from hell, curing demons, hell, ganking hellhounds. We got enough knowledge on our side to turn the tide here, but I can't do it without you.
Anybody recognizing it? You can barely do it with me.
What?
Come on, Dean. You think I screw up everything I try. I need a chaperone.
Aww.
No, that's not what
That's exactly what you meant. You know what I confessed in there? My greatest sin?
This is Jared Jensen reading insanity.
How many times I let you down? Side note, but this is Misha's season 8 finale script that he signed. We're going to sign an auction for charity later. So, a little bit of sacrifice for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
John.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm pretty nervous because I started shaking.
It's all right.
If you could write a funny or ridiculous episode of Supernatural, kind of like the French mistake one, what would the plot be?
Dean with the green fan.
You look what?
What are you doing to me?
Reading a barcode.
I feel like I have a friend whose father would sit there and shave. Wow. My buddy Ron. You look at lasers that look like this? If we could write one script.
We're going to try to stay on topic here. What was the question?
If you could write a funny script, like changing channels, French mistake.
Ooh.
I know I've heard some funny ideas. Somebody's had funny ideas before. Really? Really? What? Why is that funny?
That's hilarious.
I have a really funny script where we go to hell.
We should probably save our half brother who's trapped in hell with Lucifer. That's a funny idea.
Do the one again about.
You know, let's save Adam.
Bella? Where's Ruby?
Stealing patio furniture.
You know what I think would be a really funny episode, and they wrote it and then changed it. And I don't think it'll ever get done, and I don't want it to ever get done, but a person swap with Sam and Dean.
Body swap?
That actually was written. That actually was the episode, the body swap episode. It actually was Sam and Dean. What's that?
Swap me.
Swap me, that's right.
I would say
You mean the sex?
What?
There was a line.
That's not funny at all.
There was a line when the lady comes up and she starts hitting on me, and I've been body swapped. And so she's like,
Gary.
"You want to go home?" And I go, "You mean the sex?"
I would love to have the sex with you.
Yeah, I would love to have the sex.
with you.
Anyways, I hope that episode never gets done.
pretty funny. Yes.
I have to cut my hair. Grow yours.
And I'd have to do this.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. We've done them all. I'd be like, oh, it'd be cool to like, medieval times. I've done that.
It'd be cool.
Oh, it'd be cool to like, yeah, play ourselves. Oh no, we've done that.
You should make fun of CSI Miami.
Oh, we've done that.
You should be Thor. Oh,
I should be like an evil giant teddy bear. Oh no.
we should have a brother that's in hell.
That was a good one. That was rich.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi.
So this is a little random, but what's your favorite Disney movie and why?
Lion King. Lion King, and I'll tell you why. Because they perfected the mythology. The Joseph Campbell mythology, the archetypes. I actually studied and did an article. I did an article. I wrote a report when I was in high school on Lion King and the movie The Natural and their use of archetypes and Joseph Campbell's mythology. And I went back and read it when I got Supernatural. Because it's such a big, the friendly beast and good versus evil and the toy and, the reluctant hero, the swashbuckling friend. And so I think Lion King sort of hit those all on the nose. And I always wanted to be on Home Improvement. Beat that.
You really thought about that.
Listen, man, Back to the Future is not a Disney movie, so you can't say Back to the Future.
All right, I'll go with Back to the Future 2.
Meatballs 2. That's from our black and white episode. You remember that? Who remembers that? That was on the other day, and I actually watched it. And that was funny. It was like, you were like, oh, you don't know. If you're... Porky's 2, that's it. Porky's 2, not Meatballs 2. God, y'all are awesome. Yeah, Porky's 2. Lucky guys.
He said, garlic on it. Did you order garlic on it?
There were coupons.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, still me with the Disney thing? I'm trying to think of Disney movies.
Frozen! Is JJ old enough for Frozen?
Iron Man is
I'm
Disney
thinking
now.
of Disney now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Aladdin. You know why? Because he said he could show her the world. In shining, shimmering splendor. I want that. I want to be able to show a girl the shining, shimmering everything. And I want a genie. Played by Robin Williams. God rest his soul. Beat that! Thank you.
You know about that fan fiction, by the way.
What? I don't know what that is. Hi.
If you were to encounter one, which monster from the show would you be most afraid of?
Clowns.
I'm with the clown.
Suicidal teddy bears.
Pretty messed up. That's a great question. There's probably a good answer. You know what? The kids are all right. Is that what the little kid that The Changing Face is pretty scary. That was a pretty scary episode.
Honestly, and this is just because we filmed a scene 2 nights ago where I was, Dean was creeping through an ad, and there was some things on the shelves, and it was pretty certain it was the same doll from Playthings. And it just did something inside. I was just like, huh. Obviously, Dean didn't do that. But, yeah, dolls, old dolls, just freak me right out. Yeah. What about you?
Well, Playthings is definitely the scariest episode for me, so
Hi. I was wondering what the funniest blooper that's ever happened throughout the entirety of the show was.
God, that's a lot.
That's probably something we'd have to ask y'all.
Dinner theater.
Put my pants. My sister, I'm not a very funny guy. My sister sent me a text like a year or two ago. I think she was, for whatever reason, like watching bloopers. And all of the text wrote was, "I had sulfur for breakfast." And I was like, that's probably the funniest I've ever been. She's like, "Oh, it's sulfur." I had sulfur for breakfast. So that makes me laugh constantly. But there are some, there's some funny ones. There's one this year already that I can't wait for you guys to see. There's a pretty funny blooper that Jensen and I then kind of pranked the actors back. It's really awesome. So y'all will see that, but you have to wait a year. Well, Frank is involved with the... Yeah, you go.
There was... we were sitting in a diner talking to this character, this actress, and she was sitting opposite Sam and Dean sitting in the booth. And she goes into this long spiel about, I don't know what she's talking about.
Her childhood.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. And I don't know what happened, but she just started drooling. It shocked her as much as it shocked everyone else. So literally, like, hit the table, she's like, oh my God. And of course the scene stopped and we all kind of laughed and we're like, hey, look, if that's the worst you look, you'd be surprised at how horrible we looked over
And then
time.
Jensen and I turn to each other and go,
Yep. So, it was on her coverage. So, we finished her side of the scene, and then there's a big turnaround, and they get all the cameras on the other side, and now they're shooting our side. And just as they were marking it with the slate.
take one, take two.
Take one, okay, roll sound, quiet everybody, lock up set, roll sound, and, a camera marker. Jared and I just take a little drink of water. And then she's got this big, long speech. And so we're just sitting there. And then I think I had the first line, and so I just went, blah, blah, blah.
Copious amounts
And it
of
was probably a
water.
little bit more water than I needed, but
So we got the point.
it worked. And so that's, those are the kind of pranks we do. It's either not really pre-thought out. It's just like, oh, well, there's an opportunity. I guess we're going to have to do this now. So I'm sure you'll see that.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
Well,
Yeah, was there a question? What was the question?
the funniest blooper.
Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty funny.
that was funny. There were some funny ones. Worms Dash,
What was that?
the Greaser.
The
real girl.
Braveheart fall.
Yeah.
Was that planned?
Was that planned?
Obviously, though it's not technically a blooper, Eye of the Tiger is pretty epic. And he would actually like to perform it for you today.
that.
You actually are performing Eye of the Tiger in front of a larger audience, and they have performed that and a long time.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, thank you.
Thanks for that. What?
You had to tune your leg when you did that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Don.
Hey, man.
My question probably is almost as it would be better directed to your family, I think, than even you. Like you, my wife has been an actress. And instead of sitting with people like this who are into the show and geeking out on, will Crowley stay the king of hell? When I get to watch,
Will Crowley say the king of hell?
when I'm watching Supernatural, she asks me questions like, I wonder how this compares to when Jensen was on daytime television. Or why do you think the director did the shot this way? I have a degree in economics. I barely know what channel you're on. So, I'm not the guy. So, one of the questions that she asks all the time is, how does being in a daytime show compare to being on Supernatural? How was that transition for you? And what are you guys looking forward to do in the future with your careers? I know that you've directed, and I don't know what Jared's got,
Thanks, Elon, for... Where's your calculator?
Oh, yeah, brother.
What's the cosine of 49 degrees over X?
I get that for $48 a month.
My brain hurts.
The difference between daytime and what we do now, just in relation to the filming aspect of it.
Well, yeah, as far as not just the filming, but how does it affect, being an actor? Is the process different?
Well, I'll give you kind of a Colt notes on the differences. One is daytime, every morning at 9 a.m., the cameras start rolling. And they'll shoot probably till about anywhere from 6 to 8 p.m. and then they wrap and everybody goes home for the day. It's a much more structured, kind of like a 9 to 5 job. That being said, as an actor on daytime, you're not in the whole episode. You watch daytime, it bounces back and forth between different storylines. So you're only in one of those storylines. So you can knock out all of your story of that particular episode in 3 hours that day. So you show up for work and probably shoot 3 or 4 hours and have the rest of the day off.
Okay.
And do that, 4 or 5 days a week.
Is it essentially the same set and that kind of thing as well?
Yeah, it's all 3-wall set. It's you've got 3 cameras. Everything's being edited as you go, and you'll knock out. I'll average 12 to 15 pages of dialogue every day. And that's just me, because we're shooting 60 to 70 pages a day. Whereas on Supernatural, we'll shoot 7 to 8 pages a day. And I'll be in all 14 hours.
Right.
So just scheduling-wise, it's a totally different thing. And then as far as, what that enables you to do, it enables you to have a life. It enables you to be with your friends and your family and
As opposed to now.
As opposed to now where, we're pretty much tied up.
Your free time is spent flying to New Jersey and answering questions.
That's right.
From economics maybe, no less. I will say, I'll add, I haven't done daytime, but I've done other mediums, whether it's big budget film or indie film or just other TV shows. One of the really great things about any artist, whether you're a musician or you're an actor or a writer or a painter or whatever the case may be, you really want to make a difference. Not just entertaining people is a lot of it, and it's a lot of fun to entertain people and to get a laugh or get a smile or get a tear or something like that. But to really make a difference in people, it's really what you it's what you hang your hat on.
Like your wife with the animal charity deal.
I'm sorry?
Like your wife with the animal charity deal.
Sure, of course, yeah, absolutely. You want to make a difference, and I feel like this show specifically, even this is kind of unique even amongst television shows. We get to fly to New Jersey to answer questions. We get to meet people who tell us, listen, you've made a difference. I didn't think I'd be 21, and now I'm talking to the stars of my favorite show. And we get to say vice versa. Like, y'all have affected our life as much. I mean, y'all got the show going where I could meet my wife, you know? And now I get to kind of talk about my kids and how I don't sleep. And now I have diapers in my bag because I forgot to get rid of them. But I feel like it's something, even with daytime is, in my opinion, for entertainment. I never did it, but that's to be entertained. It's not to like it's not like, oh my God, when I found out that your dad's uncle was sleeping with my cousin's nieces. But at the same time as like it's more for entertainment, more to like kind of get involved in the storyline, but Supernatural gets to tell a story. It's a saga, it's epic. And so I feel like it's really neat. Thanks, guys.
So how do you top that?
You find a cigar bar near your house and you go have a cigar and a glass of whiskey and brush yourself off and do it again.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. How you doing? If Castiel and Callie were our Secret Santas? Well, that's a good question.
What would we give them?
I'd probably give Castiel a new trench coat. Like that.
No, not a new trench coat. A change of clothes.
I'd give
Get him a tie that actually fits.
I'd give Crowley a different accent. How to speak American. Or Canadian if you're from Montreal or something. Yes, I got one.
For the one person over there.
I'd probably, I might give Crowley like a little splash of color and a tie, because he wears all black so much, but he's not a funeral director, so liven it up every now and again, maybe some flippy floppies. And I would give Castiel,
I just see Mark in like some flip-flops, some Bermuda shorts, like a Tommy Bahama, and a big fedora. With like a big cocktail with fruit hanging out of it.
There's your prior question about what.
That's the episode I want to write.
It'd be fun. Thanks, man. Cheers. Very cool.
Hi, guys.
Hi there.
When you take a selfie, what is your go-to face?
Generally this.
Mine, and I swear to God, this is honestly my selfie pose. I'm checking my teeth and for boogers. And that's it.
Which, and when we're on set, he just does that to me. For any of those who are on Twitter and happen to follow nobody. There was a picture that what did you say? Tweeted? I put out there. That was a selfie of Jared and I sitting in the Impala. This is how little selfies I take. My camera, the selfie one, is busted. So I can only take pictures the other way. So I actually took that with Jared's phone, and then he texted it to me, and he's like, "You post it." Like, what am I gonna post? He's like, "Cuz I want to see it. Post it."
Well, it was like, we were sitting there, it's one of those crazy moments where you're on set and you're like, wow, it's the last day of shooting the 200th episode. We're sitting in the car shooting the last scene of the 200th episode. This is cool, man. Like, this is Sam and Dean sitting in the Impala shooting the last scene of the 200th episode. And that's it. And I was like, I got a little warm and fuzzy. And I was like, And my window was up because the way they were shooting, I had to have my window up, so I couldn't do like selfie arm, plus this arm doesn't quite work. And so I was like, Ackles, dude, pop the selfie, let's tweet it for the fans. It's a cool moment. And he's like, okay. And he gets his phone out.
And I have it the other way to where you can't see yourself.
And so he takes like 2 or 3, and one has his face, and then like 3 feet up the car, the other one's like, crotch.
Oh, yeah. That's too long. I remember the first one I took with yours, and literally, if you're sitting where you are, Kevin Parks, our AD, our first AD, was like this. It was just all ass. Right?
His face, ass.
It was like a selfie of me and Jared and Kevin's derriere.
And I was like, dude, just take. I was like, do a selfie, like do a proper one so we can see what we're shooting. You're a director, frame the shot. My selfie camera doesn't work. Or whatever. So I'm like, so here, take this, fine. And so I just took it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Sam's reaction to Dean being a demon?
What's Sam's reaction to Dean being a demon? Well, I know Sam is not very happy, obviously. Because Sam, no, I know. Well, Sam at first didn't know that he was a demon because Sam laid his dead brother in his room and then left and then came back and he was gone. So at first Sam doesn't know. So he has to go find out what happened to him. As soon as he finds out, he's heartbroken. And he knows how to cure demons, but he doesn't know if Cass has enough strength. So Sam has to go back to studying and using all of his brain power to try and figure out how to make Dean all better. But believe me, he's going to try.
Hi,
Hi there.
I'm Leah.
Jared?
I'm sorry, I'm nervous. First I want to say I'm really excited to be here and also embarrassed because it looks like I was the only one my age in line to talk to you guys, so I'm kind of embarrassed.
Well, thank you. Own it. Well, I was the only one my age, so.
Jensen, I wanted to ask, when you guys did that episode, The Purge, with the pudding, a few days later, The Walking Dead did something with the pudding. Did they copy off you guys? Because that's just not cool.
Obviously.
Everybody copy everything.
Yeah, that's true. Remember, we've been killing and slaying vampires since '05. I still think that if we do outlive Vampire Diaries, the show should end with us coming into town. Or you know what? Maybe Supernatural, maybe Vampire Diaries does outlive Supernatural, and we still come into town.
That'd be great. That is how they wrote the series finale, is that Ian and Paul come and they kill us.
There's no way I could ever let that happen. First I'd be like, put your shirt on. Or I'm not.
Well, it's in my contract that they take their shirts off.
This is gonna be an issue.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi.
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 Hi. Oh, I should have drank that soda earlier.
Does somebody need to go to the bathroom?
It's not as bad as the time I accidentally made Felicia cry. Oh my god.
What?
You made Felicia cry?
It was an accident. Oh my god.
I don't want to know. What's your question?
Okay.
Also
No, it doesn't. Anyway. Sorry.
It's okay. Just don't make me cry.
With all these promo pictures I see of you guys, first of all, Jared, you look like a lion infused with the ray of sunshine.
That's exactly the look I was going for.
Okay, but, Jensen, why do you do the duck face? Oh, sorry. You call it Bruce Wayne, but you're just like...
Bruce Wayne?
Where's Theo?
I don't know, but...
Duck face is this. This is my fish face. Duck face, I need a couple of Pringles.
Right?
What? I don't know what's duck face.
Well...
Blue steel? Well, there is... I don't know. You have to understand that when taking promo photos, we probably average about 300 to 500 snaps of the camera. So at some point in there, if my lips go a little pursed, it's probably because I'm annoying. And then that's the one they pick to use. It's not me going... Yeah, you can keep your sunshine line. There was probably one in there where I was like this. They didn't want to use that one. So if there are some repeats of faces that I make, it is not my decision to use those in the promo ads. It is somebody else. I literally just show up and take the pictures. Sometimes I'm smiling, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes maybe I'm giving them a little blue steel. I don't know.
We don't get approval necessarily for those shots. So you take them, and it's true, it'll be, and I think every time we've done them, it has been fly in on Saturday after shooting, go straight to the CBS Radford or wherever we're doing a photo shoot, and it's like 6 to 8 hours of photo shoots. And all the really douchey stuff turning around, and like, you feel like a douche, trust me. And you look like one too half the time. And then once they take those, and you're tired because you filmed in Vancouver all night, and then you got on a plane to LA in the morning, and then you're sitting there, and we're actors, we're not models. So
that's not true. I used to be. I believe it's widely known that at the age of 13 and 14, I was the J.C. Penney's catalog pajamas.
does anybody have that?
Yeah, the Brick Pants was actually not a modeling thing. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Because he lost a bet.
That was a promo photo, I forget what for, and that's the outfit that the costume designer picked out for me. And this was at a time where I was like, okay. The other one was the cowboy hat. It's not me going, hey guys, why don't I take my shirt off? It's them going, hey kid, why don't you take your shirt off now? Now? That's, okay. Are we doing that? Okay. No, see, I've learned to say no now. Somebody says that to me now, I'm like, the shoot's done. No, but it's, that question would be better directed towards, like, the publicity department. Like, how come all the pictures that you choose of Jensen are with duck face? Maybe I'll ask them that. Be like, yo, guys, what's up with the duck face? Why not? They're nice. You know, you got Lion King over here with rays of sunshine flying out. And I'm just clapping off to the side. What is?
I want to see the Supernatural season 10 promo of you like...
And you're up on a rock and like, all your majesty. Freaking light rays shining out of every orifice. These like golden locks of mane. And then I'm down here going...
smiley Sam.
Throw a shotgun in there. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
First, I want to say quick congratulations on 200 episodes. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And my question was, the music in the show is absolutely amazing. I love it. And what is your favorite music style to listen to, or your favorite band?
I love it.
Allow me to demonstrate. Guys?
You missed your cue.
Out in the West Texas town of Ackles, along with a Mexican girl. Nights I would find me in Rosa's Cantina, music would play and Felina would whirl. We're going to work on that, don't you worry, we'll figure that out. We'll have it down next time, I promise. That's a little rusty, it's a little... Rob's like, oh my God, what are you doing?
We worked on it. But we're not as familiar with the country songs. And so, we come from a 4/4 world, and that's in 3/4. So, we've got some homework to do, Mr. Ackles, and we're going to get that for you.
That's
Hey!
nice. No, thank you.
Yeah,
No.
you're welcome. It's going to be in Dallas. It's going to be off the hook.
It's funny that Rob came up because my favorite is actually.
No, that's a song that my dad used to always play when I was a kid. So but as far as music style goes, I don't know. I think it's. I mean, in high school for me it was nothing but classic rock. So I was
It wasn't classic rock when Jensen was in high school. It was permanent rock. Busted without mustard. I like grunge, and when I was in high school in the 90s.
I was in high school in the 90s too. Bullshit. 1890s. Yeah, see, the thing was, it was the 90s. So, Tiffany, yeah, Boys to Men,
I was too young in the 90s.
What's that?
Too young to remember anything in the 90s.
Yeah, well, that's probably good. There wasn't really this much. Yeah, I listened to a lot of like 70s, early 80s rock. But now, I mean, I listen to so much. There's not a whole lot of music that I don't listen to at some point. It just depends on what mood I'm in and, you know, what I'm looking to do.
Some days Lady Gaga, some days Katy Perry. I'm a singer-songwriter kind of guy. I like lyrics. I'm drawn to lyrics. I like beats and all that stuff. But the music that leaves me satiated is usually lyrically driven. I find a lot of the stuff, the kind of silly stuff they play in, you know, gyms and stuff like that. It kind of pumps you up for a little bit, but I don't want to listen to it again. So yeah, Matt Kearney is one of them.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Hi. Hello.
I'm Kai and I'm 10 years old.
Nice to meet you.
This is my first convention.
Welcome.
And you're dressed as Mary.
As
No?
Jessica.
As Jessica. As who?
Oh, yeah. We were quizzing you guys.
You passed.
My question is for both of you. What's the next prank you're planning on pulling on Cassie out?
That's a great question. But if we tell you, then he'll find out.
Can we promise that we won't hurt him?
Isn't there a video
Beyond recovery.
There's a video of you guys doing everything you ever do, isn't there? I mean, isn't everything you ever do after a video? This is it. Last question. It's happening right now.
What? This is it?
Last question.
Okay,
Really make it important. This is the last question.
No pressure.
For the Jared and Jensen panel, this is it. You're representing everybody in the house right now. There's a lot of questions that haven't been answered, so I don't want to put pressure on our guys.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're doing that.
It matters a lot.
Yeah, no.
It's a very specific moment she's got to share with the crowd right now. It's a big deal. This is the last crowd event. So I think to make her feel more comfortable, let's get her up here. I think it's probably great. If you guys could really get up in her personal space, I think they'll make her feel. You can just have a seat. Here you go, right here. There you go. Have a seat. Last question. So hopefully it'll represent all your thoughts, feelings, and concerns and love for the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the last question of the panel.
One of the things that makes you two such good actors.
Good choice.
Nice start. Good opener.
Yeah,
You win.
yeah, the barometer's already like here. We're good.
Starts good.
It's
play.
the little mannerisms that Dean has and you have.
Sam?
Okay, we started good. You got the important names.
Started good.
No, still good. You're on the show too, right?
The other guy.
And so my question was,
And you're on the show, yes?
Dean and not Dean.
Oh, what's his face? Okay, yes. The mannerisms that we have.
is there anyone that you would like us to know about more, pay attention to?
Any of the mannerisms that we do that help create our characters?
Yes.
Is there anyone that we want you to pay attention to?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Kind of like a tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that makes you more your character than like if you're just showing out being.
Like a tell, or maybe more like a facial tick.
Well, I can rat one of Jared's out. Perfect, let's rat each other out. So, one of my favorite tells Jared, I know, and they may cut it out, you may not see it, but it may slip itself into the show every now and again. I can tell when he has either A, forgotten his line, or B, completely gotten out of the scene and is now, it's my line. Which sometimes happens because, we say it over and over and over and over again, and sometimes we just kind of drift, our minds drift. But Jared it's such easy tell, he'll do this. It's the clearing of the throat. And it's a slightly longer pause, which they cut out so you don't see that, but in filming it, I'm like, he doesn't know his line. I'm like, or welcome back. Well, there he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, we're back. And it's the Dean. Did you ever do that?
Hell yeah. Now, Jensen's also, they might cut it out every now and again, but there are certain scenes, not all of it doesn't happen all the time because it's not like funny episodes, but in the big time mythology episodes, where I know it's something big, it's either the season premiere or the season finale, or Sam has died, or Dean has died, or Charlie's died, or and I can see Jensen, I can see the wheels turning, and I've known him long enough to know what he's thinking. And when the scene is getting really intense, I know he's thinking to himself, yep, time for ducklings.
There you go. Now you know it. Thank you for the question. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is Jared Padalecki. That man is Jensen Ackles. I'm going off script right now. I feel like one of these Saturday nights, we need Jensen Ackles on stage. I threw it out there in the ethos. We'll have to see where that goes. Right now, he's having me fired. But my last show, everybody.
I can't wait to see who hosts the show next time.
We're going to get set up for autographs in just a moment.
It's going to be autographs. It's going to be a lot of things, autographs. But what it's not going to be is Billy and Mike on stage with this band. I want to say goodnight to these gentlemen who have played their hearts out all weekend long.